Happy New Year, everyone. It is 2019, which means that it has been 2.5 years since I created Swipe. So what better way to celebrate this than to make a video telling you guys how I got started so that you can also get started on making your own video and photography content. So let's go ahead and dive right in. In the very beginning of your YouTube career, before you've defined your own style, you need inspiration. Another YouTuber you can grab ideas from, and someone that you want to become like. Now, my inspiration was Casey Neistat. For a very long time, my videos looked uncomfortably like Casey's. Now, while it's not okay to blatantly copy someone else's work and call your own, it is okay to copy while you're still learning as practice, and that's what I did. So once you have your inspiration, there are 5 things that you kind of need in order to start your YouTube channel. And the first of those would be style. Style is everything from color grading, sequence structure, text font, music, and even animation. Now, the first of those is color. What color does is it inspires different moods. It sets the tone for your video, which can be either a really good thing or a really bad thing if it's used improperly. And how you change the color of your video is by using something called a LUT. So here's one LUT right here. That's my favorite LUT. I'm already using it. The next LUT right here, called Black Eye. See how it looks a little bit different? And here's another one, orange and teal. That's the most common one, I think, for a lot of videographers. It's kind of cliche. Let's go back to normal. There we go. So that is definitely a tool that you're going to want to use while making videos for your new YouTube channel. Now, the next thing that any good YouTuber needs in their videos is something called sequence. Basically, sequence structure provides your audience with a structure of video that they can follow along with. Something that's comfortable for them and allows them to understand the point of your video instead of it being confusing and totally randomized. Now, the next component is animation. So something that looks basically like this. That is my personalized intro animation, and I use it for all of my videos, and it acts as a branding element for my video. Different digitally composed elements like an animation intro are great for branding your own content or your own persona. I used to use ending animations as well, but everyone's different. Everyone has their own style. That is up to you. You have creative freedom when you have your own YouTube channel. The next elements that you can use to create a great YouTube channel are text and music. So as far as text goes, that includes the different fonts that you use, the size, and then the boldness of your fonts. Text can be used as a branding element, and it also can set the tone. Music will be doing most of the tone setting though, as it usually produces the greatest emotional response. In simpler terms, music and text are vital elements for any successful video. If you guys are having trouble finding good music for your videos, just check the description. There'll be 3 links to 3 different playlists that are absolutely great and I use on a consistent basis. They wanna get my gold on the ceiling. The next thing that your YouTube channel is gonna need is consistency. And let me explain why consistency is so important. Consistency means to upload on a regular, scheduled basis. Having consistency is really helpful on YouTube, especially because the YouTube algorithms usually favor content creators who are more consistent. In order to be successful, you have to be consistent in producing original and unique content. And that brings me to the next point that I wanted to bring up, which is content. Hey Google, bedroom lights on. Content may be the most important part of a YouTube channel, especially in the creative world. In the very beginning of your YouTube experience, you want to diversify. You want to make all different types of videos, from how-to videos, to tech reviews, to vlogs, to animation tutorials, anything that you can think of, you want to try it out. However, once you find out what you're best at, you want to stop making what you're not so good at and focus mainly on what you're good at. This is called specializing. Any and every good YouTuber out there specializes in one type of video. Take for instance Casey Neistat. He focuses on vlogs. Specialization also allows your audience to become comfortable with the content that you create. Essentially, you're providing consistency for your audience. A final note on content: it's important to market your video once you finish filming it. You can do this by making a cool thumbnail or a really unique title, but make sure that you avoid clickbait because that drives away your audience. Next is gear. Gear isn't as important as the other things that I've mentioned, but gear is still vital to producing a quality YouTube video. In my opinion, having poor sound quality is the biggest turnoff for someone watching a video. Therefore, a YouTuber who's just starting their career should invest in proper sound equipment. However, it is becoming easier and easier to produce a high quality video because smartphones are becoming really powerful video tools. The iPhone is one of the best smartphone cameras for video. However, I don't use my iPhone to shoot everything, and that's where my gear comes in. As far as my gear goes, I have a refurbished Canon 80D with two EFS lenses, one 10 by 18mm and the other 18 by 55. For action shots, I have a GoPro Hero 5 with an array of accessories, and to edit, I use the HP Spectre X360 with a 4K monitor, 16GB of RAM, 512GB SSD, and an Intel i7 processor. I use the Adobe Suite, including Photoshop, After Effects, and Premiere Pro for editing. The last point that I'm going to touch on is having a game plan. It's an amateur move to go into a video process without having a game plan before you make the video. When I first got started on YouTube, almost none of my videos actually had a game plan or a script that I used to make them. And the first video that I ever made a script for got 50,000 views. So there's a huge difference, as you guys can see, in the quality and success of a video based on whether it has a script or not. Alright, that is all the time we have for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Swipe out.